Galway has an approximate population of around 80,000 people. Rapid urbanisation and a population boom have combined with high tourist numbers to present various challenges to the city. These include issues with housing, health, and traffic. Another problem posed by these factors is increased waste generation. Song et al. Have said that high levels of mismanaged waste represents high levels of inefficiency. Gusty claims, in addition, that health hazards are associated with every step of the waste management process. With an influx of tourists expected to visit Galway for the European Capital of Culture Festival in 2020, it is important that the city is proactive in how they will manage higher levels of waste. First, we will look at some of the current practices in Galway relating to waste management. In 2018, Galway City Council installed 50 solar-panelled Internet of Things bins to combat rising levels of litter. Unfortunately, it is still common to see these bins overflowing on busy weekends and during festivals such as the Galway races. There are 13 bring banks located around Galway City and its suburbs. These banks are there as a depository for waste items such as glass or clothing. But as many people living in Galway don't drive, often these banks are too far for them to walk from their homes. As a result, this waste is often thrown in the general waste bin. When the banks are used, it is a common sight to see them overflowing. Varna Waste is just one of the private companies which offer waste management to households and businesses. They have a customer app through which customers can check their collection calendar and make payments. Unfortunately, these services can be very expensive, and it is common for people to partake in illegal practices such as dumping or burning waste in order to save money. So while we can see that there are systems in place in Galway to manage waste, there is definitely room for improvement in the current practices.
Let us go through some countries who have implemented some innovative waste management strategies which were successful and impacted the environment and business positively. The first case study is the waste management strategy used by Indian Railways and Guwahati Municipal Corporation in India. In order to combat overflowing bins on Indian Railways, an engineering team was hired to develop a smart bin using IoT, that is Internet of Things, for proper waste management. The team came up with the solution of a dustbin having a piston with the plate attached to a cylinder for compressing the garbage. This was also later applied to Guwahati Municipal Corporation. The second case study was of USA cigarette waste collection strategy implemented by TerraCycle Group. The goal of the company was to eradicate the idea of waste by taking items that are usually classed as non-recyclable and transforming them into new products. For example, in Santa Fe, where cigarette butts were collected and then turned into plastics, which was very successful. The third case study was application of mobile technology in waste collection implemented in United Kingdom. Many waste management systems appear to focus centrally around what to do with the waste after it has been produced and collected. However, to manage waste efficiently and effectively, the collection itself must be central to the system, as improperly collected waste cannot be disposed of properly. So the government of UK came up with many strategies like dust cart tracking, time prediction and route designing, communication with vehicle, worker monitoring, bin tracking and weighing, real-time data transmission, back office requirements, which held in better waste management.
Recommendation and solution for Galway City. One of the main problems faced in Galway is the low segregation of waste by those who generate it. We thought of applying the principle of TerraCycle, where they have converted cigarette butts into industrial products. Similarly, we can recycle our paper waste, oil waste, glass waste, etc. Just like a drink company could reuse a glass waste, or garden centers can use compost. To expand our idea further, we have done a study where waste is segregated by its type. The segregated waste is then aggregated and analysis is being performed. The data from the analysis is being used in an application which we have developed. The cost of the proposed solution is very minimal, whereby the communication system links businesses and communities through a simple channel. The solution which we have provided is simple yet very powerful. In the first case, we thought of monitoring the geography where the waste is being generated. And in the second stage, we thought of providing an intelligent insight for the waste collection type in the bin. Using the predictive analysis and machine learning model where we can classify the waste and predict the quantity of the waste in future. And finally, selling the waste to make profit. In the process, we made an application where we have implemented some of our thoughts and principles over there. This is the user interface of the application Reclaim Easy, where the user creates an account and login into the application. As soon as the user log into the system, a dashboard appears where it shows the reason-wise waste available. Thus, for someone, Galway 1 is convenient. They chooses Galway 1 and find the different type of waste and its quantity. Let's say paper waste here available is 100 units. Then the user can claim something in between 0 to 100 units and pay for that quantity through the application. Another option by which user can claim the waste is by selecting the waste type. Once the user select a waste type, just like here, the glass waste is being selected and it shows the quantity of the glass waste in different geographical locations. But the Dublin 1 and Dublin 2 are red, being the outlier as they are the highest glass waste producers. Just like, say, Dublin 2 has 46 units of the glass waste. If the user wants to claim, they can claim anything between 0 to 46 units and pay the amount through the application and claim their waste.
Hi, I'm Xiangyi and I will take the conclusion part. So in conclusion, applying this cyclic ecosystem works to benefit urbanized areas in Galway in several ways. Firstly, it will bring profit to business entities, particularly for businesses who produce large amounts of waste. Instead of in charging by these collecting companies, it can sell the waste to recycling parties and get compensated from them, which will save their costs and bring profits to them. And the profits incurred from this system make the cost of waste management more manageable for homeowners. If the collecting companies get compensated from the recycling parties, they may adjust the price for collecting waste, since Ireland is implementing the pay-as-you-throw system. This system also has some educational meanings. It will create more awareness around the proper waste disposal. It is likely that our waste will be disposed correctly. In the end, it is a simple, cost-effective solution to a population problem. These are all the research we did to improve waste management system, and here's all the reference on this research. Finally, special thanks to our Professor Michael Kelly. These are details of my team members, Archie, Helena, Pratyush, and me. Thanks for your listening.